Welcome to our podcast.
Yeti
Walks into Basecamp.
Talking
through
hiking. We are your hosts. I am Yeti Legs.
And I am Basecamp.
We're a married couple, done plenty of through hikes, including the PCT, the Tour de Mont Blanc, the Arizona Trail, Colorado Trail. And we're through hikers, and we have a husky dog named Loba.
Yeah.
I'm a little agitated / perturbed, so don't mind me.
We thought, well, Tumble was supposed to be on this episode with us, but unfortunately our timings aren't working out. So he's not on the episode with us.
Yeah, you don't say. I
need a beer.
So we saved the last day of our last PCT week so that we could talk to Tumbleweed about it, but he's not here.
Because we had a lot of good moments with Tumbleweed in this week. So we wanted to have him on the podcast because he's so funny and amazing.
So we're going to bring him on in probably the next episode, I think. Is it the next one or the one after that? But yeah, folks, we have 2 more weeks of our PCT saga after this one that we're doing right now. So
it's pretty sad.
It's pretty sad.
I don't know. It's bittersweet.
The end is nigh. Did we finish? Did we not finish? There's fires involved.
Well, I think everybody knows we finished, right? Because we've talked about it in our other episodes.
Nobody knows if we finished.
It's all a lie.
It's all been a lie.
You don't really know. But all we will say is there were a lot of fires at the end. And
there were.
And we might have gotten turned around.
We may have gotten turned around a little bit. Un petit peu.
Yeah.
We're not going to have an environmental corner this episode because we have an extra day to talk about for this PCT saga installment. So the next one, I've been talking about doing this one for a while. I really want to do it. But the last environmental corner about the fires in Arizona and climate change, that felt more relevant because of all the fires that are blowing up in Arizona. But I really want to talk about migration and the wall between the United States and Mexico. That'll be fun.
Yes.
Well, drink of the choice, kind of lame. Today we're drinking La Croix.
I love limoncello. Yeah.
People have told us that it's LaCroix.
If you're pronouncing it the French way, which is the actual way, it would be La Croix.
Everybody who's told us it's LaCroix is white and doesn't speak a second language.
It's that's
definitely true.
Yes.
We don't really have any Cotton World updates. We might get a camper van. We might not. It depends on how it looks and works.
This is pretty insane, y'all. Like, we've been saving money for a while now. We paid off some debt. It's been a good year. Like, I'd say for both of us financially. Who knows what next year is going to look like. But for me and film, it's been a great year. And that's really helped us save some chunks of money. And we've been talking about getting a camper van and living in it for a while. But there's this one in Grand Junction, close to where Wesley works. And she's selling it for $40,000. And I was like, yo, would you take $20,000? And she said no, she'd only settle for $30,000. Well, then she goes, wait a minute, did you do the PCT? And I was like, yeah.
Because she looked at Marie's profile.
Yeah, she looked at the profile after she sent that, I guess. She sends back another message a few minutes later. And she's like, wait, did you do the PCT? And I was like, yeah, my husband and I did in 2022. We've done a few other through hikes, and we really want to live in a van so we can continue our addiction of through hiking and being in nature. And she goes, well, if that's the reason, then I'll sell it to you for $20,000 cash. And I was like, you're shitting me. So, and it's a really nice van.
Yeah. Ram Pro Master.
3,500. So that's the longest length you can get, which is what we've been looking at. It's got all the bells and whistles. It's really well built out, queen size bed. And yeah, we even passed it through I call Riley our van master. This person knows a lot about van build outs, like too much probably. And he said, heck yes, do it. That's a really great deal.
And here we are.
Wesley's going to test drive it tomorrow.
Yeah.
And if he has good vibes about it, we'll get it checked by a mechanic and
We might have a van. There you go. That's exciting, right?
That's exciting.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I guess, should we get into it? Talk about this week?
All right, so let's get into week 20, the last day of 23, but into week 24 as well. Tumbleweed, you're here in spirit, just not in person. Sorry, but soon. Sorry, but soon.
Sorry, but soon.
You like that?
I like that.
I like that too, actually. This is day 161, the last day of week 23.
20 days before we finish.
This is the day that we ran into the Tumbleweed, and we ended up camping with him later. But we ran into him earlier in the day, and there was this guy like overheating from mushrooms.
Wait, you don't remember when we ran into Tumbleweed? What was happening? We were having a disagreement.
No, that was after we camped at Goat Rocks. We had hiked ahead of him.
No, it was before, I thought. Yeah, it was that day. Because we ran into him and he goes, oh man. Because I said to him later, I was like, you realize that we were having a massive disagreement when you ran into us. And he was like, are you kidding me? I never would have thought that. He told us that. We were talking about it that night at Goat Rocks.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Must have blocked it out.
Yeah. Because we weren't, like, Tumbleweed was nowhere in sight when we were having that disagreement.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't even know we were going to run into him, is what I mean.
I don't remember that. I don't remember how we saw Tumbleweed this day.
I remember it because I remember we were having a disagreement. And it was very heated. And then I remember I was touching your chest or something, or your face, because one of the things that we were told is when you're in the middle of a massive, like, tense moment as a couple, you should touch each other because it helps connect you again. And so I was touching Wesley, like I was touching his face or his chest or something. And as I was touching him and looking at him, because you made a comment like, well, I feel like I'm devalued in this or something. Like something came up where you were feeling a certain way. And I was like, why aren't you talking to me about it? And then you were like, well, this is how I'm feeling. And I just remember I was touching you and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that you feel that way or you feel invalidated. And as I was saying that, Tumbleweed came around the corner and we were like, holy shit. I was like, Tumbleweed? Like, it was a very surprising moment because we were not expecting him at all. And we were in this massive, intense moment. And he didn't even know we were.
I could have sworn that was after we were already hiking with him.
Really? I think
you are.
I could have sworn that was the day that we saw him because I remember thinking, holy shit, we haven't seen Tumbleweed in a minute. And then we just, like, he's coming around the corner and we didn't know. I
don't know. Maybe. I don't remember it that way, but...
That's what my brain remembered because we weren't expecting Tumbleweed is what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't have gotten into a massive, intense disagreement moment with you on the trail if I knew that Tumbleweed was right behind us.
It's true.
And then we just, like, ran into him. But that's what I thought because then that day we hike with him from that point forward. And then we go down to lunch and we run into Beast Mode, who's on shrooms.
Yeah, we were with Tumbleweed. And I remember Beast Mode overheating from the shrooms, so he was laying in a creek.
That's what I remember when we ran into Tumbleweed.
Laying in a creek.
He was laying in a creek because he was so hot, but he was like, I love you guys. We didn't know this guy at all. Remember our one interaction with him, we thought he was mean.
Oh, the day before. Yeah, we thought you were mean. Sorry, Beast Mode. To describe Beast Mode, he is a retired military fella. Crazy black, wild looking hair, beard. Yeah.
Is it? I thought it was like a little more strawberry blonde. Are you just
trying to argue with me today?
No, I'm really not. I really thought I could have sworn it was. I guess
you can look him up on Facebook right now.
Totally tripping.
He's got black hair.
Really?
Uh-huh. It might have been like a deep brown, and whenever you saw the sun hit it, it was blonder.
What's his name?
Shit, I don't know.
Isn't it like Charles or something?
Oh, Charles Stevens.
Okay, yeah. He has very black hair. You're right. I had a way different.
This is making me question your logic on when we met Tumbleweed.
Okay, he has blondish hair when he did the PCT.
Did he highlight it or something?
I bet it was just
maybe.
sun, probably. Anyway, I do remember it being lighter than black, so it does look a little blonde.
That's fair.
Like it's highlighted.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, back to Beast Mode. He did have curly hair.
Wild, like a wild man of Borneo.
He was a wild man.
He was in the river, floating.
And then I remember he came up to us because there was like a group of us having lunch by the river there. And he was just like, I love all of you guys. And
oh my God.
He was like, he was talking about us. He's like, it's so cool that you're a couple out here doing this. This is amazing. Like, he just could not get over that we were doing it together.
I know. Sweet beast mode.
Yeah.
I think I need a beer. Okay, drink of the choice round 2. Did you get something?
Yeah, I decided to get some wine.
Drink of the choice round 2. We're not drinking a beer and a wine.
Because apparently Wesley is done over here.
I just really don't record an episode today. I'm just not in the mood for it, but I think we should, because we're not going to have any opportunity, because next weekend your mom's going to be here.
Yeah.
Which is not like a bad thing, but we won't be able to do it then.
Yeah, and you're working 2 days, Friday and Saturday at Highside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's just like that. But
sometimes it just be that way.
Just be that way.
But thank you, everyone listening to this episode. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thanks for being devoted listeners. We can be real and express our wants and needs. We're not always the happy-go-lucky hosts that you might think we are. We're real people. We have feelings.
We have feelings. I think the battery did Wesley in today.
The battery done me in. 3 hours for that bullshit.
Oh my gosh. Jesus.
But it's okay.
Help us.
We're here. We got the car fixed. Now I just got to take it to a mechanic tomorrow.
Because the thing's loose.
Because one of the clamps is like stripped. And so it's on the battery, but kind of loose. So
yeah.
So I'll be driving at the Grand Junction tomorrow.
I don't like that.
Well, it's better than you driving it to Denver, where you have to be somewhere on time.
Yeah, I just don't feel safe with you driving it on I-70.
I feel okay with me driving it, especially because I leave at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not driving it at like 10 o'clock like you will be on I-70.
I know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I had a dream of you dying in a car accident, so.
Well, at least it'll be quick.
Oh my God, please don't say that. That's horrible. Now we're just mumbling.
We're just mumbling now.
You didn't like it when I argued with you about tumbleweed, did you?
I don't think that's how it went down, but I can't remember how we ran into tumbleweed, so I don't have enough information to combat it.
The reason why I'm pretty sure that's when it happened is because that night at the Goat Rocks, that's what he talked about. And he talked about how amazing we were.
I believe you.
When we were camping. And he was like, you guys are such my inspiration, because when you told me like that you were having a disagreement when I ran into you, he's like, that's huge to me, because you can actually still love each other and do that and have a disagreement. That's why I remember it, because he talked about it that night when we were camping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I was like, I'm almost 100%. I'm almost 100% positive.
Almost. I'm going to trust that.
That's how we ran into him. He came behind us. Well, that doesn't sound right.
He
came behind us as we were having a very intimate moment.
He hiked up from our backside.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, that was
Did
good.
that get you back in it?
Sure. He came behind us. At least it wasn't in front of us. God, that's funny.
What are you drinking?
This is a red lager from Highside Brewing. It's quite good.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't even really taste the alcohol in it. I'm pretty stoked about that.
Whoa.
It's super malty, that's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm drinking a Josh Pinot Noir.
Josh? J-O-S-H?
Josh Sellers Pinot Noir.
Joshua?
It's on sale at the grocery store because fuck Trump and our tariffs, because all our wine has gone up.
The French wine will be expensive, may not even be import. Ho, ho, ho.
It's very sad. I'm very sad.
Yeah, it sucks. The Cheeto strikes again. Still waiting on those Epstein files, y'all.
Cheeto strikes again.
Still waiting on those Epsteins with like the whole file with Trump's name not redacted once.
Man.
That would be sweet,
I
wouldn't it?
really hope this comes out at some point. How
I hope
beautiful.
it comes out too.
Will anything actually happen to him if this comes out? Honestly.
I mean, he just...
Will he just lose his followers?
He just continually breaks the law in his favor, so I doubt it.
And no one cares, it seems. So.
And no one seems to care.
Insanity.
But
we're back to beast mode.
Back to beast mode, the wild man of Borneo. Beast Mode's a really good guy. We've actually...
He is.
I've seen him after the PCT one other time when I went on that little hike with Tumbleweed and Deuces. He lives in Tennessee, and he drove Tumbleweed, Deuces, and me to the trail so that we could all hike together.
So sweet.
Yeah, and he was gonna pick us up if we really needed it. He said just to let him know, but yeah, he's taking photography classes, and I think he's got his degree already now.
Yeah, he has a sick camera.
Yeah, he's got one of the 600 millimeter lenses.
Yeah, one you want.
Yeah, I want it, but if I have to pick just the one lens between the 70 to 200 zoom,
yeah,
or the 200 to 600, I can't hike with the 600 zoom.
You cannot. It's huge. It's literally like a little baby.
Yeah,
it's the size of a baby.
It's several pounds. It is.
I know. It's the size of a baby. You could coddle it like a baby.
That's the size of like a freaking premature baby.
Oh, premature, I guess. Yeah, 4 pounds, 5 pounds.
Preemie.
I was born at 6 pounds 8 ounces, so
really?
It's not that far off.
I think I was like 9 pounds.
Wow.
I know.
You're a chunky monkey.
Little chunk. Little Michelin man popping out.
Your poor mother's vagina.
I know.
Gosh.
Just looking a little bloody, that's all. A little bloody and milky.
Please don't say that. That makes me think of my vagina.
No, I'm talking about the babies whenever they come out.
Exactly. If I have a baby, it's coming out of there.
What's the powdery stuff on the baby?
Like cheese? It's like cheese?
No, why do they look chalky?
Because it's around your, because it's covered and protected inside.
Inside the womb?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's like the gook.
The gook.
The fluid.
Wow, we are just not talking about...
We're not talking about our trail. Is it because we don't want it to end, so we're just stalling?
Maybe that's why. I kind of wish Tumbleweed was here, to be honest.
I know. Is that what it is?
Maybe. I was looking forward to that. We should get into the episodes, though. The episode weeks.
I thought we were already into it. Beast mode.
Beast mode. Like, to give you an idea, this guy was overheating so much, he was laying in the middle of basically snow melt.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking Mountain Springs / Snow Melt Creek. He's laying in the middle of it because he's so hot.
He was macro dosing too. He was not micro dosing. He was macro dosing hard.
Yeah, he just like sauteed some of those things and like wine and butter and just ate a cup of
just downed them like candy.
And there were other people here too. So we're here with Tumbleweed. We're here with Beast Mode, who's tripping on shrooms. We're here with
there was like a few couple. Others. It was a couple.
And yeah, and the guy had one of those fly swatters, the electric fly swatters. Yes. It's got like D batteries or something.
Yes, it was heavy.
It's heavy as all get out.
We were like, why do you have a fly?
But honestly, to massacre those biting flies, it would have been worth the wait.
Yeah, it would have been. I feel like we never saw those people again.
No, we did not.
But we did see that fly swatter in a hiker box in the next town.
Exactly. So we're hiking with Tumbleweed, and we'd planned to do a bigger day this day, maybe like 25 to 30. And then whenever we got up with Tumbleweed, he was like, I'm going to do a 42 to 45 mile day today. And we're like, okay.
He wanted to get into White's Pass.
We're like, well, we'll try do it with you.
Yeah.
And so we're hiking with him this day, and I mean, we're like approaching the Goat Rocks Wilderness. So you're in tree line, and then whenever you start to get into the wilderness area, it opens up, and there are loads of other hikers out here too. Not only just through hikers, but
locals.
Yeah, just locals and visitors just checking out the Goat Rocks.
And dude, I mean, it's stunning.
Mm-hmm.
It is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, just imagine like sharp, jagged, mountainous outcroppings everywhere around you. And every once in a while, you can put an eye on like Mount Rainier and Mount St. Helens and
Mount Adams.
And Adams, yeah, depending on your view.
And you also have like rolling alpine green all around you too. So you just have this like mixture of, it's all above alpine, and it's beautiful views. It's green everywhere. There's water. There's marmots playing. Like if you could think of the most magical fairyland ever, this is it.
Think of Snow White on steroids.
Marmots playing in the rocks and little deer by.
Do you remember the photographer that was out there, by the way?
Yes, I do. Was this the day we met the photographer?
Yeah, it was.
Oh my God. Okay. Apparently he's a well-known headshot through hiker photographer.
Like, he's not a through hiker, but he was out there
No.
taking pictures
Of through hikers.
Yes.
And that's like what he stakes his claim on. He loves taking pictures of through hikers.
Yeah.
And there was a girl ahead of us that he asked her to stop and take a picture, which she did. And then here we come
With Tumbleweed.
with Tumbleweed. He didn't want to take our pictures.
He didn't even talk to us.
He didn't even say hi.
No. Like, we obviously looked like through hikers.
I can't remember though. There was a weird interaction with him.
Yeah, I think he probably goes for like the really old grizzled looking hikers.
Why didn't they go for Tumbleweed then?
Or
He
the
was
young
grizzled.
or the young cutesy looking hikers.
We're like middle-aged hikers.
Yeah, we don't fit either of those brackets.
But we matched. We looked cute in our matching
We did.
outfits.
We did.
I felt a way about it. I was like,
felt a way
you don't
about
want
it
to take
too.
our picture. We've been out here probably longer than that girl has.
Yeah.
Like she's probably only been out here section hiking because she looks so clean and cute. We've been out here busting our asses for 2,000 miles and not even broken our footpath.
I don't know if you remember this, but for everyone listening, I actually found this guy on Instagram after we finished our hike, and I went and like wrote him a multiple paragraph
He roasted him is what he
message
did.
and basically just called him a discriminate piece of shit.
Yeah, Wesley went off. I think you had been drinking too, and you're like, you know what? I'm just going to tell him what I think about him.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't he ignore it?
He read it, but he didn't say anything to it.
He ignored it, yeah.
I
He's
really
like,
don't
who the
care.
hell are these people?
You know what? People can do whatever they want, but honest to God, unbroken footpath through hikers are walking
Well,
right
no,
by
Tumbleweed broke his footpath.
you. Huh?
Tumbleweed broke his footpath. He even said that.
Wait, when did he break it?
He broke it. He took the van transport just like everybody else.
Oh, that's right.
He even said it. He said he's not an official through hiker because he didn't do
That's
what we
true.
did. Yeah.
Well, two unbroken footpath hikers and one grizzled 2 years in a row.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, he tried it 2 different years. This was the second year when we were with him.
He had taken a tumble.
He'd taken
How he
a
got
tumble.
tumbleweed.
Yes, he had, and he likes weed.
Yeah. Well, he did. And I think he
did.
stopped.
But yeah, I went off on the photographer,
Yeah.
and I don't care about it.
He hurt our feelings.
I can say whatever I want.
He hurt our feelings. I was like, do we not look cute? Do you ever take couple portraits?
I don't.
Have my pigtails, whatever. But it was a
Whatever.
beautiful, gosh, that whole area. Like, you know, you think about the PCT and this one area sticks in my mind
Yeah,
and will always go down in my memory as one of the most beautiful places on the trail.
yeah.
It's just, I don't even know how to explain it.
This photographer reminds me of the guy
He's back to the photographer.
who sent an Instagram message and he's like, "Have you even listened to your podcast? It is almost unlistenable." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "The female, you have a woman on your podcast?"
Yes, yes.
It was pretty funny. Hey, if you don't like our podcast, no one's making you listen.
Yeah, we're not pulling your arm.
No. But we love it if you are listening, so thank you.
Yeah, we do appreciate it.
Yes.
I do remember that photographer. And then we ran into him again, I thought, when we saw the crazy marmot, the big ass grandpa marmot. Wasn't the photographer there then?
Was he taking a picture of the marmot?
I think so. Or no, maybe it was another photographer. Maybe I'm really missing it. I'm missing
Well.
my marks here.
Anyone with a camera looks like a photographer.
You're a photographer.
I have a camera, but I'm not a photographer. I just like to take pictures and get close to stuff.
You've taken some pretty beautiful pictures lately.
I have.
Yeah,
It's got to work on my editing skills.
you'll get there.
Yeah.
I do remember we had a gnarly climb up the Goat Rocks.
Yep.
And you're seeing a lot of people like pitching tents all around here. There's just a lot of activity. And we were thinking, damn, this is such a great spot. But it's only like 4 p.m. And we still have so much daylight, y'all.
Yeah, the sun didn't go down to like 8:30.
And we had done like 20 something miles by this point. And we're going up this climb. We're almost to the top. I do remember a grandpa marmot. And this grandpa marmot was huge and was doing the whistle pig sound right beside us. Like it wasn't moving. It's like beside us. It's like a foot beside us. It's not even, it doesn't even care.
Mm-hmm.
But it had the loudest whistle.
You wanna recreate that sound?
I feel like I'd pierce everyone's ears. Beep! It wasn't even a beep. It was more of a it's like a scream. It was like a little girl screaming is what it sounded like. Like the marmots, on the west side in Washington do not sound the same as marmots in Colorado. The marmots in Colorado sound so cute. They're like, bee!
Well, they're two different species.
And that would be why.
We have yellow-bellied marmots, and they have hoary marmots. Hoary marmots.
Hoary marmots. But they are loud ass fuckers.
Yes. And they're bigger.
They're huge.
And they're grayer.
They're very gray. And he was a gray, big ass marmot.
Mm-hmm.
He was like half the size of Loba.
Like she might have been intimidated.
She might have been by that marmot. I don't know if she would have tried to chase it or eat it.
It's true. It's true.
But I just remember that marmot so well.
I also remember a bunch of hikers up there with, so we had on Jolly Gear shirts, but there's another shirt company called Town Shirt, and they did hiker style shirts with a bunch of cool looking designs or something. And this one guy had like a really bright yellow canary colored shirt.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Town Shirt. And I just kept remember seeing this guy like throughout the day. I think he had pink shorts on or something, hot pink. And as we're going up this climb, we see those people and we pass them, and it's the three of us still, Marie, myself, and Tumbleweed. And we look over to our left, and there's like some really epic campsites.
And we're up at the top, like pretty much at this point.
Yeah, we're pretty high. We are at basically the top of tree line. Like
we're very much in Alpine, yeah.
They're starting to get all kind of twisted and distorted. It's actually called Krumholtz, in case you were curious.
Oh, okay.
Whenever they get that way. Krumholtz. But we're looking at this area and we're like, wow, that'd be a great spot to camp. But we haven't done the 40 plus miles we wanted to do today.
We had like done 22. And also to give you, when we saw this spot, we all just went, holy shit, because you can see Mount Rainier right in front of you.
Yeah.
You can see Mount Helen to the left, like at your, what would that be, your 10 o'clock. And then you can see Mount Adams if you get a little further into this like little ridge crop out spot. You can see Mount Adams over to your like 8 o'clock or something. It's I don't know, I'm trying to do clocks. But what was cool about this spot too is that there was a water source from the melted snow. The snow was melting in this weird little spot on this outcropping ridge. And there were just these flat spots, 2 beautiful flat spots beside each other that no one had claimed yet. And I mean, it is 4 o'clock. So typically no one has claimed anything yet, but there's a lot of people that are already camping and clearly a lot of locals. And we're all just kind of standing there going, should we? Because you can literally, it's just an overlook. It's gorgeous. And we're like, we should make more miles though, because we need to get into White's Pass.
So we decided to continue the hike, climbing up the hill towards the knife's edge. And we maybe go for another 2-3 minutes. And we turn around.
And we look back at that spot again.
And there's some hikers behind us checking it out.
And we instantly go.
They're like looking at it. And Tumbleweed was behind us. So it was Marie, it was me, and then it was Tumbleweed. Tumbleweed sees it. He turns around and looks at us, and we're like, do it. And so he literally with his like full size backpack on, he runs downhill past these other hikers and says, this is our spot. Sorry. He's like, we totally claimed it, but we just were looking at something up there. He like totally gets us the spot. Yeah. That.
I do remember we decided to pitch and it was perfect. It was like, I mean, 4:30 at this point. We're chilling, like full on chilling. And we had never chilled on trail ever.
You wouldn't let us.
I would not. But you know what? You will thank me at the end of this trail because we wouldn't have made it.
We might have.
I don't think we would have.
You never know.
We were way too close at the end for questioning what was happening.
All right.
So, yeah, this is the first and only time that we actually enjoyed a campsite on the trail.
Really? No.
When was the next time? Boulder Oaks.
That's what I was going to say. Night 2 on the PCT, Boulder Oaks.
Yeah, but we only did 8 miles or 6 miles that day.
Fuck yeah, we did.
At the very beginning of the trail was the only time we ever enjoyed campsites.
Wait, there has to be another one.
No.
I remember one other one in the Sierras.
Oh, yeah, with Deuces and Azul. We had a few in the Sierras I enjoyed.
With Deuces and Azul, and then we had Kappa and Azul.
Yeah, that one was great. I remember that one right before Mather.
So we're looking at 4 enjoyable campsites.
But those weren't like chosen enjoyable campsites. Like we literally intentionally chose to stop at 4 p.m. to enjoy this campsite. The others, we didn't technically do that.
It's true.
Yeah.
Whenever you're through hiking, you don't always have the luxury of choosing your campsite. You just have to choose where you can camp, depending on your mileage and when the campsites become available.
Yeah, and you hope there's one within the time frame that you want to camp.
Which is why whenever we do our weekend warrior hikes, not always, but a lot of the times, we will try and find the best campsite and just sit there, even if it's a little bit early.
Unless we're with Deuces.
Unless we're with Deuces.
Who wants to just keep hiking until the sun goes down.
Oh my God.
But what do you remember about this campsite?
The things I remember are probably a little bit more unique than what you remember.
Go for it.
I remember that there were 2 campsites surrounded by trees on about 50%. And then the other 50% of our campsite was exposed to the little patch of snow that was melting, and that was our water source. And then downhill from all of that, there was another little flat lip just before the ledge drop off. And some kid went and camped down there. And I remember there being like a little hydro bladder hanging from a tree on the walk down to that site. I don't remember what was in it, but I kept thinking it was liquor. And I really wanted to just take it. But whenever we came back up from that little campsite down there, I remember the bottle being gone. I also remember it taking about 30 to 40 minutes to get water from that snow melt because it was a trickle. It was a trickle. And we had to hardcore filter it with our Sawyers. And what else do I remember? I do remember dinner that night. He had made something, but he crumbled up a bunch of barbecue Fritos or regular Fritos and put them on top of it with some taco mix. And I remember that being a cool dinner. I remember the sun setting and everybody who was up there on that whole mountainside sitting on the same face of the mountain, just staring at the sunset and taking pictures. And I remember doing that with Tumbleweed, and that was a lot of fun.
Remember the cloud inversion too? There
was definitely a cloud inversion, and just across the way we could see a little trail that took you to an alpine lake.
Yeah.
Tucked into a little, I don't even know what you call it.
Into a little alpine lake nook. There was a little...
Yeah. I'm sure there's a word for
hideaway
it.
Almost,
I can't think of it. But yeah, I was like, oh, that would have been an epic campsite too.
Yeah.
The other stuff I remember about this campsite, other than the fact that you could see Rainier, Adams, and Mount St. Helens, is that we were visited by a puma that night. And the little kid who camped on the ledge said that he heard it walking around too.
He was sniffing his campsite too.
He cowboy camped down there. Yeah, and our zipper is still janky. Those are the things that I remember from this campsite.
Yeah.
Probably more nuanced than the overall picture of how beautiful and epic it was.
It was magical. It's the first time we actually enjoyed a sunset.
This is the difference in how our minds work right here.
I just remember the sunset being super magical. And I mean, I feel like we've mentioned this before, but Rainier is a really special place for us because it's where we got engaged.
Yeah.
And so to be able to see Rainier so majestically from that spot on such a beautiful sunset felt really special that we walked to Rainier.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
I thought that was really special.
We were almost at Rainier.
We were almost there, but we walked from Mexico to that spot and we could see Rainier so beautifully. And that, I don't know, it was really cool.
I feel like we'll have to recount these specific moments in the next episode when we actually have Tumbleweed on it.
Oh my God, we should.
Yeah. I bet he'll get choked up.
Yeah. I remember we had a really deep conversation with Tumbleweed that night.
What was it about?
Well, he can share his side, but he was talking to us about post being in the military and being in Iraq. Yeah. So Tumbleweed is military, and he was military. He's now a veteran.
Yeah.
But he kind of talked a little more about.
Actually, I think both Beast Mode and Tumbleweed are on medical discharge.
They both are. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he got really deep with us about his process post being in the military and what that was like, and being a part of Iraq, Afghanistan, because he was there during that time.
Yeah.
So it was deep conversation. And then he was saying how encouraging seeing us together was for him, because he never thought he could meet someone that would want to do through hiking or be a part of the world. And so to see us, he said, was really, and to see like a healthier relationship where like we weren't toxic, or like, I don't know how to explain it, but we just didn't have a toxic communication language. And so
maybe he'll be able to explain it better.
He will. You're right. So we had a really good combo with him that night. I remember we cuddled. We stood there and cuddled and watched the sunset.
Oh, we didn't use the fly that night. I don't think so. I think at first we had left the fly off, and you're like, it's getting cold. It's getting cold.
It was cold.
And so I put the fly on.
It was really cold.
But you could see the stars up there, and it was beautiful.
You could, yeah.
I also remember he let me use his platypus water filter, and I enjoyed it, but I just love what I love. I like my Sawyer. And I also remember, did you know, wow, I'm jumping. Platypus babies are called puggles.
Puggles?
Puggles.
Oh, they sound like wuggles.
Like a muggle from Harry Potter, but with a P. Puggle.
Puggle.
Puggles.
Oh, that's so cute.
I know. Isn't that cute?
That is cute.
I also remember Tumbleweed showing us his sleeping bag liner. And it's the same ones that we got recently for the Arizona Trail. And they're like over a pound.
They're very heavy.
Yeah.
We started to learn that Tumbleweed had a lot of heavy things in his backpack. And he'd been carrying it this whole damn way.
He had like a 2-pound power bank with him. The Nomad from Goal Zero.
Didn't he get some Rab gear? Because we were really promoting Rab in that time.
Yeah, he got some Rab like fleece
Layers,
pants or something like that. Speaking of that, I wish that we had indeed had Leve Outdoors with us here on top of the Goat Rocks.
You were telling me.
Man,
I was freezing.
Lightweight plus warm equals a great combination for a thru hiker or even a weekend warrior or just like an outdoor enthusiast who doesn't like to carry a house on their back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying.
So if you're listening to this, we are happy to be sponsored by Leve Outdoors. Thank you, Cameron and Leve, for sponsoring this episode and this podcast. If you're listening to this, we wanted to let you know to shoot us an email. And what do you want people to tell us in this email?
I think tell us your coldest night camping.
Coldest night camping, or a really scary experience that you had in the cold and in the backcountry simultaneously. Same thing.
One or the other. It doesn't have to be all three.
Yes. It was something to do with being cold and hiking / camping, and how you wish that you had had a really warm layer to put on your head. Because if you send us that information and you're the first one to email it to yetiwalksandabasecamp@gmail.com, you will be the proud owner of a free Leve Outdoors beanie. What? And if you are that first person, we'll coordinate with you about color and size. So it's a little customizable. It's not just like a one size fits all and you only get one color option. So happy to work with you on that. If you are afraid to shoot us an email because you think someone else has beat you to the punch, send us one anyways, because odds are you will win it. Because for some reason, people do not
never know.
seem to send a lot of emails for these things. But the ones that do have been super stoked with the care packages these companies have been giving away. It's free.
It's
right?
free. All you have to do is send an email.
And like, you're probably going to get some stickers too.
I mean, dude, I would jump all over this, but I already have a Leve beanie, which I love, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with it. It's super lightweight. It's warm for the head. I used it so much on the Arizona Trail. I know I'm going to use it for the Colorado Trail. Like, it's exactly what you need for a longer backpacking trip or a through hike. It is perfect. Or if you're just car camping, we're starting to get into winter again. It's coming around the corner.
Winter's coming.
And you're going to want some layers. You're going to want a beanie. You're going to want stuff that is like lightweight and warm, that is packable. And I'm telling you right now, this stuff is 100% cute, packable, lightweight, and warm.
Cute?
Yeah, for a female, it's cute. We care about cuteness. Oh my gosh. Winter is coming.
Yeah.
Wait, were you trying to do the Game of Thrones?
That's the theme song for Game of Thrones. I started a few notes into it, okay? In addition to that giveaway, if you want... Oh my God. In addition to that giveaway, if you want other stuff, Cameron's got different weight mid layers. So not only beanies, he's also got sun shirts that you can go and check out, and a really sweet jacket, cool hat, stuff like that. we've got a 10% discount code for you to use at Leve Outdoors. All you got to do is plug in Yeti Walks into Basecamp. It'll get you 10% off of your entire purchase at checkout. And we'll have that code and a link that you can use in the show notes.
I think we really need to talk him into doing pants.
You know, I swear he's doing pants. He just doesn't have them like live yet.
He should be. That was such a clutch thing for us.
Cameron made us some custom pants for the Arizona Trail.
Whoa.
BTW, be careful with these pants and cacti because they are fragile.
Cacti love them. They eat them.
Yeah. So there you go.
Go check him out, guys.
Check him out. And we look forward to hearing from you. Shoot us an email.
Yeah. Also, I do want to say quickly, when we were hiking the Grand Canyon, bless the Grand Canyon, we were hiking up, we both had our Leve alpha hoodies on, and this couple literally stops us as they're hiking past us, and they're both like, where did you get those? And we're like, oh, they're Leve Outdoors. And they were like, they're so cute and they look so warm. And we were like, yeah.
We were wearing the Leve 120s.
120s, which are the warmest.
The warmest. You can do 90s or you can do 60s if you're like extra ultralight.
If you don't want to be warm. I mean, not saying, in the summer,
yeah,
they're perfect. But in the winter, I wouldn't wear a 60.
We all know what you mean. And also we're approaching 40. So I don't know. I get a little bit colder, a little bit easier.
Yeah. Is it just the way our body changes?
Maybe.
We're just changing.
Maybe. So I like to be cozy.
I do too. Should we continue on? We've only done one day. Maybe we shouldn't do 8 days today. Maybe we should cut this in half and do them in like part 1, part 2 week.
We can follow this is our podcast. We can do what we want. We're adults.
We're almost 40.
Damn.
Baby, you're going to be 38 in a couple months.
In November, yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I don't have words. I'm having to wear a knee brace right now. I went to the doctor and they're like,
popping.
Oh, your patellar tendon seems to possibly be a little swollen. We can't tell with the x-rays. You would need an MRI for that, but I totally get it. But she told me to wear a knee brace and take ibuprofen twice a day.
Well, if it's not any better in the next, how long did she say it would take to heal?
She said she'd look at 2 weeks, and if it's no better, then
you need to get an MRI.
She said consult another doctor or specialist.
Cool.
This gal sat on my foot and like tweaked my knees in different ways. She was pregnant as all get out. So she had a little bit of extra weight to hold my leg down.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I thought she was pregnant, but I didn't want to say anything because it feels really rude in case you're wrong, especially.
Was she like about to pop pregnant?
Like she could have set a cup on that thing.
Oh, then she was pregnant.
Well, you never know.
Wait, was she bigger though? A bigger girl?
No.
Then she was pregnant.
I know, but I didn't want to say anything. And then right before she walked out of the room, she said something, don't do too much physical activity. And then she said, well, I'm actually not doing too much physical activity right now either. And she rubbed her belly. And I'm like, is that a sign? Like, do I say anything? I'm like, she's setting me up for failure.
Oh my God.
And so I finally mustered the courage. And she's like, yeah, I'm pregnant. I'm like, oh, we'll maybe be there one day in the next year or two. We'll see.
Yeah. That would be an announcement.
A little through hiker.
Babes.
Yeah.
Day 2.
No, wait. No.
Wait, we had a great night.
So that
we slept.
We slept. So that was the last day of week 23 that we just talked
yes.
about. Which we had reserved for Tumbleweed.
Yeah. We'll probably talk about it again when we have him on the podcast.
Uh-huh. We
ended up doing 4,644 feet of gain that day in 22 miles. That's a lot. We had a lot of climbing.
What was that number you just said?
4644.
4666.
Wow, I was close. I don't even have my phone out right now.
That's impressive.
I did that based off of memory.
So we did about 23 miles and 4666 evil number. Vertical and gain. It was the headshot photographer. It was the photographer. He hexed us. Look.
He did have a bad attitude. I just remember he had a weird attitude.
Maybe he voodoo dolled us.
He looked at us and he glared when we passed. That really is just. I probably made it up in my head, honestly.
I don't know what was happening with
Maybe we should have been on shrooms too that day.
Weird
we
vibes.
wouldn't have cared.
Did one of us ask him if he wanted to take our picture?
Yeah, I thought you did.
I thought I did. And he said, no, I'm good.
He said, no, I'm good.
That's why I was so upset with that guy.
Yeah, because I was hoping he would take our picture because he did take epic photos of thru hikers and he posts some on his Instagram.
Like we were willing participants. He didn't even have to ask. We asked him.
We looked so cute. I had my hair in pigtails. We matched. Like, what's wrong with him?
Fuck that guy.
What's wrong with him? Why wouldn't you want to take a picture of us?
Boy.
And we looked so good.
I thought so.
Our bodies looked so good.
I thought so.
Maybe he was jealous. Maybe he was like, man, a couple thru hiker. I wish I had a woman that would thru hike with me. That's what everybody always says to me.
As I'm progressing in life and as I'm progressing through the political turmoil, I care less and less about what I say.
Honey badger don't give a fuck.
I am evolving into a honey badger.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is your pseudo.
That's my spirit animal.
Is a honey badger.
Is a honey badger.
All right. Day 2.
It's not day 2. It's day 1 in week 24.
Day 1 in week 24. So
Silly
we slept
rabbit.
great the night before. We wake up super early.
This is day 162 total.
I know, this is wild. I remember we woke up super early.
Because there's a good reason.
Because of the knife's edge.
Because we could see that the trail went up to Knife's Edge and we could see that there were a few little slightly snow-covered traverses. So we wanted to hit them whenever it was still a little bit solidified.
Which I don't know why we decided to do that because it would have been slippery.
Well, at least we wouldn't have post-holed and slid downhill.
I feel like it being slippery would have been...
Yeah, but it's looser. It's looser as it's melting. And it was a pretty sheer...
I hear you. It was a pretty sheer drop. It was a sheer drop. Knife's Edge.
Yeah, Knife's Edge. Go figure.
Anything named Knife's Edge is never welcoming.
Knife this, devil's that.
Anytime you see those words.
There are a few Knife's Edges that I know of. There's Devil's Causeway, Devil's Post Pile.
And then Knife's Edge between Bierstadt and Evans.
Yeah, and there's Angel's Landing, which is not even kind. It's evil. It is a precarious...
I'm sorry. It's not Mount Evans anymore. It's Mount Blue Sky.
Mount Blue Sky.
I apologize.
Yeah, that Evans guy.
He was a real turd master.
That is very generous. He
was disgusting.
He paraded Native American genitalia around after killing them. Yeah, what a winner.
And we named a 14er after him.
Why? How did we even get there?
At least we're not there anymore. Colorado evolved,
but the rest of the country seems to be devolving.
Going backwards.
Mount McKinley?
Fuck that. It's
really?
Mount Denali.
It's Denali.
And Gulf of Mexico. I'm never, ever changing that
Gulf
tune.
of America, my ass.
Never changing that tune. But yeah, Knife's Edge between there. And then the Knife's Edge on the CDT everybody talked about.
Yeah. Speaking of, we do not live in America.
We live in the
United States of America. Because America is the entire continent.
Yes.
Guess what? Mm-hmm. North America is the United States of America and Canada. Central America are the Central American countries. And South America are the South American countries. We're one continuous continent.
Yeah, and us U.S. people are so self-centered. We think America revolves around us. I remember when I went to South Korea and I had Korean barbecue with this girl I met that was from Canada. And we were sitting there and I said, something about America, like I said, America. And she said, it would be awesome if you'd say U.S. because I also live in America. And I was like, there you go. Oh, shit.
Like, eye-opener.
Yeah.
But, the world revolves around the United States.
Well, that's what most people think here.
That's what a lot of people think.
Yeah. I mean, I did too until she opened my eyes and I went, oh, U.S.
I wonder how many people in the United States think that we speak American.
Probably a lot.
This is America. Speak American.
I mean, honestly, probably a lot of people, sadly. Okay, day 2.
Boy, this is
Knife's Edge.
Day 2.
We're only getting to Seattle.
I remember seeing this old figure. This was the spirit of the mountain.
We thought it was John Muir. We literally thought that the spirit of John Muir was sitting on the mountain.
Spirit of the mountain, sitting up on like a little. It was a small
like an
cairn.
Outcropping. It's a cairn.
Everything is an outcropping with you today, isn't it?
Yes.
He was sitting on like a little miniature cairn next to a larger cairn that was holding up a sign that said Old Snowy. And Old Snowy is a mountain right off of the Knife's Edge. And I swear to God, this looked like some old John Muir looking character.
It truly looked like John Muir. He was this older man.
And he had a little pot in his hand. The pot was steaming.
He had a beard the size of John Muir's.
Like big old long white beard.
I mean, he was John Muir.
And the trail approaches closely to that little split for Old Snowy. And as we get closer to that split, we're like, this guy looks a little familiar.
Oh, yeah.
And if you've been listening to our saga, remember way back to the Sierras, we met this older couple, this old fella. His name was Pa Ott.
And Wonder, his wife.
And his wife is Wonder. He was an old ranger and she was a thru hiker. She did the AT. And we hadn't really seen them much since the Sierras.
We ran into them at Timberline.
In Timberline for a very brief minute. They were getting in as we were leaving. Fast forward to now, Washington, like middle of Washington almost. And there's this figure up on the mountain. And of course, we'd forgotten about Pa and Wonder.
Forgotten about him.
And also, we associate him with her, like them together.
Yeah.
And she had actually decided to get off trail. She had suffered like an injury or something.
I think it was like a hip injury.
And so Pa Ott had continued on. And this was Pa Ott sitting up on the mountain in the wee hours of the morning, like right after sunrise.
Drinking his coffee like a stoic old poet.
And the steam was like rising up off the coffee because it was so cold outside. Just in the middle of nowhere.
It looked like a picture. I wish we'd had a camera. Man, we should have woken up that photographer and gotten him to get that picture.
That photographer is actually... I won't say it. That photographer, yeah.
I bet he's never done a thru hike.
I don't know.
He didn't look like he'd ever done
but
a
I would
thru
love
hike.
to take pictures of everybody that we see on our trails this year.
Yeah, we should. Whenever we see them.
We
because we always do them in the winter.
Look, it would have been easy to take a photograph of everyone hiking the Arizona Trail when we hiked it because it would have been one person.
One person.
Yeah, we just do these trails in off seasons, y'all.
But yes, Pa
Ott up there.
in his steaming cup of coffee as he's watching the sunrise.
What a romantic.
All I'm thinking is we gotta go.
Yeah. So we probably didn't talk to Pa Ott very long.
No, because I'm pushing us along like a true producer. I'm like, time is money, money is time.
I chose you. And so where he is basically the beginning of what the quote unquote Knife's Edge is, which is a very precarious, narrow trail along a ridge for at least a good mile.
And it is truly what it says it is. It's the Knife's Edge.
Yeah. If you fall off, you're falling off.
You're falling and you're sliding 500 feet down pretty damn good. And we had no
it's not a vertical drop. There's a little bit of taper, but you would have a bad day if you fell.
But we had no micro spikes. We had nothing. We're like, all right, we're just our shoes and our pole.
And it is a little icy. And like I said earlier, we had these little ridges that were covered in snow still. And since we were doing it earlier, it was hard, good, nice and solidified. But it was a little icy.
But there were very good boot packs to like put our feet in, which was helpful.
Yeah, we had some nice boot wells in there.
Yeah, I didn't remember it feeling like, I remember going, whoop, this feels like my butt's puckering as we started it. But then as we got into it, I was like, okay, this isn't as bad as I thought it would be.
That.
But yeah.
Which is okay.
And then we hiked.
With tumbleweed.
We said goodbye to Goat Rocks Wilderness, sadly.
We were in it for a while.
I mean, we
just said goodbye to like the Knife's Edge
beautiful
area.
The beautiful fairyland.
I do remember, like, on the descent, there were a lot of little, like, alpine creeks. I remember that was some of the best water we had.
This is also where my knee was really hurting. Remember how my knee was killing me when we were going down into White's Pass?
Did you have the brace yet? I don't think so.
No.
I think you got it in Seattle.
I think I got it in Seattle. But, like, I just remember my right knee, for some reason, having such massive pain.
Poor leg.
Yeah, it sucked. It wasn't even my bad knee.
It wasn't even your bad knee.
No.
I was going to say, this is the day that I thought we had our little disagreement and tumbleweed walked up on us. when we get back into the trees. But I
We
believe
really
you.
need to ask Tumbleweed.
I believe you. I do.
We should ask Tumbleweed. You might be right. I could have totally remade this in my head.
There are a few like really cool vistas as we're going downhill, but for the most part, it's a downhill day towards, what is it called? Highway 12 near the White Pass Trailhead area. We got down there. It's a whopping almost 19 miles, 3,000 feet of gain, including the knife's edge and all that for this entire day. And there were two gals down at this trailhead just before crossing Highway 12 to the White's Pass, which is basically a glorified gas station. And these two gals were doing trail magic down there.
It was exciting, but it was like, I just want to get into it. Like I was like, oh, this is nice. Like they didn't even have alcohol, I don't think. It was just Gatorade.
No, so what they had is they had drinks.
They
didn't have any food, though.
Coca-Cola.
They had beer.
Oh, they did have beer.
Yeah, but they didn't have any food. And one of these gals had been evacuated from the trail further south due to a fire. And so she had basically called her hike, but she wanted to continue to be like a part of the season and the hiker community.
Yeah.
So she was trail magicking.
Which was really sweet.
Yeah.
And we just kind of hung out there for, I don't know, an hour.
Yeah, we laid in the shade and drank and like rested.
And this entire time, right? Don't forget about our tent. Remember our tent that has fallen apart and starting to just disintegrate?
Kindergarten taped up.
Yeah, just like very janky taped up. So this has continued to happen, and we're in the middle of the biting flies. And we actually posted this social media post about it when we had service. We did not have a lot of service on this part of the trail. But Michelle, the person that's been our
Michelle Nagel, shout out.
Our Mish, who had been person on the outside helping us out. She had access to our social media accounts, our email, so that she could contact anyone for us, because we would Garmin message her and be like, Michelle, can you message this company for us to see if we can get something to the next town? She's the one who put the picture on social media and tagged Nemo.
That's what it was. Yeah, she tagged Nemo and that sucker.
We were not going to do this. That's right. We didn't put it on social media. We had no service.
That's social media blackmail.
But she did. She put it on social media as a reel showing our horrible, janky ass, taped up with duct tape, gear tape, side of the door.
And I do want to say we are still fans of Nemo.
We love Nemo.
My solo hiker tent is still a Nemo tent that I got for this replacement from this event that we're talking about right here.
But my question is did she do that during this part of the trail, or did she do it after we got back from Seattle?
So it was twofold. So one was the tent talking about the catastrophic failure of the zipper, and then later after Seattle, she puts out a GoFundMe.
Okay, but the social media thing happened before we got to Seattle or during?
I think so. I think the timeline all blurs together. I mean, this is 22. You guys. But she, nevertheless, she put out like this thing about our tent failure.
And then tagged
Nemo
in it. But we didn't know, nothing had happened other than we needed to get to Seattle. We decided to get a new tent because I was like, I'm not going to cowboy camp with biting flies. And we just wanted a tent. Like, we wanted a functioning tent. So we had decided when we get into White's Pass, Seattle's actually not that far away. Seattle's really close.
It was about 2 hours.
It's 2 hours drive. And there's an REI there. It's the biggest one. We decided we were going to go into Seattle. We had no idea how we were going to get there, but we were going to get there, doggone it. We were going to hitch.
We were going to just stick out the good old fashioned thumb.
Like we had been doing, because, we're this cute couple that matches. So we figured somebody'd pull over for us.
After like an hour at this trail magic station, we walk like 0.2 miles across and up the street to the White Pass gas station. And at this gas station, this is like a major hiker hangout spot for some reason. And we're all hanging outside underneath. So you know how you go to like a gas station, you got your pumps, but all the pumps are covered underneath this awning? Well, that's what this was, but there were no gas pumps yet. We just had the awning, and they were doing like a major construction thing.
And everybody, there had to have been 40 people.
And we're all sitting underneath the thing in the shade. And what's crazy about this is like half of us are no-bowers. We've done the entire thing and we're grizzled. Some of us are no-bowers who have had to skip ahead, but the other 50% are so-bowers.
And it was a weird experience because they're all fresh and bright and bushy-tailed.
Carrying like binoculars and shit.
Yeah. Oh my God. We started laughing about, like, we literally joined this circle of people that are half no-bow, half so-bow. And they start totally roasting the people going so-bow, the people so-bow were showing us all the stuff they had. And it was a lot. Like somebody had a guitar.
Yeah, this one kid was like, yeah, I brought some glass to look at stuff out here. I was like, so you must have brought like a monocular or something. Pulls out a full-fledged pair of binos.
Like had to have been 5 pounds.
Like binoculars. At least 2 to 3 pounds.
We were laughing and going, yeah, you're going to lose those in the next month for
I'm sure he was seeing some cool stuff in the Cascades, but...
Oh, yeah. But once you're in Oregon, toss those suckers. There ain't nothing to see.
I'm going to go get another beer.
There isn't anything but Miller Lite.
I'm going to go get this Miller Lite. So this Miller Lite I found on the north...
You should see my face right now.
I found it on the North 10 Mile Trail.
What the hell?
Earlier this year in the snow melt.
It looks old and beat up. Like it's been out there for years.
I'll drink it if it's still carbonated. If it's not carbonated, I won't drink it.
I can keep talking about our day while you grab us drinks. So we're at White Pass and we're sitting there just talking to random people. And again, it's like the bubble is with us and it's just so many people. And Tumbleweed's with us at that point, and all of a sudden, out pops Lost Boy in Alaska, which was so random because we had not seen them since we said goodbye to them on the road walk when they decided to go get ice cream. And so we thought we'd run back into them at some point, and we didn't. And so it was exciting to get to see them again. We figured, he's opening up this Miller Lite. Is it bad? Oh, it's carbonated. This is crazy. It looks so old. He found it 5 months ago and it had probably been there for 5 months to a year before. They should have a tagline where your beer lasts forever. Miller Lite. I was just talking about how we ran into Lost Boy in Alaska. That was random.
Lost Boy in Alaska. Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
They must have passed us in the middle of the night at one point. Or maybe they passed us when we were in Goat Rocks. Because we decided to camp at 4 p.m.
Probably that. But yeah, it was just a giant congregation of no-bowers and so-bowers. And obviously the no-bowers are a hell of a lot more grizzled than the so-bowers.
And just jaded. We even saw this. I don't think we've seen it yet, but I'm going to say we see it at some point in the next couple weeks in at the very end. Someone had been putting in the signs, the empty the empty Pacific Crest Trail signs. They were putting these sayings. And one of the sayings was, "Don't eat the so-bowers."
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
That was my favorite. But somebody was like putting all these inspirational quotes inside of these like old trail signs.
Yeah. So inside of the gas station, it's kind of ran by 2 to 3 different women. Some guy is in there, and they're all kind of cranky.
They were all cranky. They probably hated through hikers, honestly.
Probably.
They wanted us all to go away.
But we were destroying their stashes. Like, we're providing you a lot of business.
A lot of money.
So you can't be mad at this. We're also just using your front awning and your power outlets. So don't mind us.
And just literally blowing up your toilets.
And that. No, wait, they had porta-johns out there. They didn't have toilets. No plumbing.
There's probably a reason for that.
Oh, probably.
They're like, we ain't letting these through hikers come in here.
we grab a little bit of stuff inside for some snacks. And we're like, how the heck are we going to get to Seattle from here? And I forget how this happened, but there were these people who had pulled over, and they were... I
thought we actually put our thumbs up for hitch, and then they said to us, "Hey, where are you going?"
So I think this is a little bit different. They had seen all the hikers out there as they were driving by, and somehow they were connected to it. And what they did is they stopped and they gave out a bunch of fruit.
That's right. They decided to do trail magic.
They were doing like a trail magic thing. And so they stopped and dropped off all this fruit to all these hikers at this gas station. And they were like, "Hey, here's all this fruit, happy trails, et cetera, et cetera." And we approached them and asked them where they were heading, because we needed to get to Seattle. And we're like, well, it can't hurt to at least ask to see where they're going. Maybe they'll give us a lift. So we asked them, and they were going...
Enumclaw.
It's called Enumclaw.
Enumclaw.
One word, Enumclaw. Enumclaw. And they agreed to take us that far. And this other fella overheard the conversation, and he was trying to get to Seattle too, I believe.
Yeah.
I can't remember where he was from. It was like Georgia or Poland or something like that.
I think it was Georgia. The country.
I think it was from the country of Georgia, yeah. And he worked in IC.
Yeah, he's very brilliant, yeah.
Yeah, really intelligent guy. So we're in the car with this couple who gave us a lift and this guy from Georgia for about an hour. It's an hour drive to Enumclaw. we're all having a good conversation, and the couple driving us was like, just so you know, I guess they could tell based on the conversation we had that we were very liberal. They were like, just so you know, this is a very red town. So
well, yeah, they gave us a heads up, a forewarning that it was a super red. So to not say anything if we didn't want to, because remember, this is 2022. So
everybody's feelings are still a little hurt after
the
Biden
insurrection happened in 2021. So we're not that far out.
Yep. And here we come in our short shorts and matching shirts, obviously looking very conservative.
Your short shorts. I mean, come on. They don't care about females having short shorts, but males having short shorts? Shit.
Well, I mean, even my dad told me to dress normal whenever I was wearing like skinny jeans and Toms.
There you go.
It's a weird expectation.
It is that men can't look that way.
Wear whatever the fuck you want.
Or you must be gay.
Wear whatever you want. You can still be straight.
Exactly. Or gay. Who cares?
I wore my skinny jeans. My dick was probably popping out on occasion.
I mean, your dick was popping out with those short shorts too.
It may have got me some ladies one day.
Wait, what?
I said it may have gotten me some ladies one day if I'd kept doing it. But then I met you and my life was fulfilled.
Good answer. I mean, your dick was hanging out of those short shorts when we were hiking. I didn't mind.
No, it wasn't.
Your ass was hanging out.
That was, but not the other. The other was a bit more reserved and tucked.
It was easy access, though.
Oh, my God.
So we get to Enumclaw. And these sweet people drop us off at this hotel. What I couldn't remember is, did I find this hotel on our drive? And I was like, here's a good price.
You did.
And that sweet man from Georgia,
he also got a room.
He also stayed there.
Yep.
But it was actually a really nice hotel for really cheap.
Yeah. Good old backwoods Washington.
Thank you. But it also was very close to the bus stop, I think.
Was.
And that's why I looked at that
That's
one.
why we chose that.
But these sweet people dropped us off at that hotel. We went in and checked in. And they waited for us in case we couldn't check in or something. They waited for us in case something happened. But we got in, and then the guy, I don't even remember his name.
I really want to call him Johan, but
my God,
that would be disrespectful. But I just love how Jedi and Kappa said Johan.
Yeah,
that was definitely not his name.
No, but he had a trail name.
We're just gonna call him Georgia.
But we all talked about having dinner that night. So
and we did. We went to Mexican.
It was a good Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
Well, everything was delicious at that point on the trail because you're so hungry.
Isn't it ironic that a lot of the more rural conservative towns have a lot of Hispanic restaurants, and that's who's being deported right now?
And they want to get rid of all of them? Weird.
I don't know.
It's very strange.
I'm all about a Mexican food truck.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Hits the spot. Those like tacos and empanadas and tamales.
You know what? If Stephen Colbert can be canceled and say whatever he wants, we can say whatever we want.
We'll just get canceled at some point. You know what's wild, you guys? If you go back and listen to the episode with my sister Amber, we actually, because we talk about politics in it, and we were joking, and Wesley was like, yeah, well, if we get canceled, that means that Stephen Colbert and Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon have all gotten canceled. And we're the last. I was like, yeah, we'd be the last on the totem. But then Stephen Colbert did get canceled.
I know.
Crazy train.
It's only a matter of time before the South Park writers get sued for $50 million or something.
Oh, they don't care. They're still going to write whatever they want to
We're
write.
recording this episode on August 3rd, so this is after the Trump Satan South Park episode has come out.
If you haven't seen it, you really should. It may offend a number of people, but honestly,
we haven't even seen it.
Yes, we did.
We haven't watched it. We just saw a clip.
Oh, we saw a clip. Okay.
Yeah.
But the fact that Trump gets in bed with the devil, it's perfect. It's a perfect analogy of what's happening.
I think the last person to do that was Saddam Hussein. Right?
Yeah, that they did that with.
Wow.
That just tells you something.
That's a statement.
That's a huge statement. I love
Jeez.
it. Love it. Okay. Moving on. Enumclaw. So we had dinner with this dude, and then we looked up bus stop times for Seattle.
And I think we had found a good time, but it was super early, and he didn't want to leave that early, which is completely okay.
Yeah.
But we
wanted to, so we could get our tent.
Yeah, we got our early start on the day to Seattle.
And then I found us an epic hotel.
Because you had points.
Because I had all these points with Marriott. So I got us a super sweet 4-star hotel in Seattle.
Really
that was
close
really
to
close
the
to,
REI.
yeah, it all worked out perfectly. I was like, fuck yes.
Yeah. And didn't we get steaks at the hotel or something?
I think we did. I think we just went balls to the wall.
Y'all don't even want to know how much we spent on the PCT. Every trail since then, we've definitely reined it in a lot more.
We went platinum blazing hard.
We platinum blazed.
And platinum means ching ching.
Using a lot of money.
You swap that platinum.
Have we ever talked about the different blazing?
I don't think so. We should on the next one maybe.
Maybe we could talk about that at the end of this episode.
Yeah.
If we're stopping at Seattle.
We could, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, it's already 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Good God, what did we do on this episode?
We're rambling a lot.
I remember we had an epic...
So we got the bus to Seattle. You got the epic hotel.
Yeah, we had great sex because we had sex in the hotel before that.
And a nice shower.
And we got a great shower and bath, I think, at that Seattle hotel.
Went to REI, and thank God these people were so cool with this. And I know that this is something that you can do, but we were very particular about it. We must have pitched 4 to 5 different tents in this REI.
And you have to understand, it's our home.
It's our home.
It is all we have.
And we still had about 400 miles to go.
And we were going to take it with us later.
Because we'd planned to go to hike in Europe afterwards in Mexico.
Yeah. And so we were like, this is going to be our home for the next whoever knows how long.
For the next...
I knew you were going to do that. So we pitched... Shut up.
So we pitched 4 to 5 different tents, like in a clearing in the tent section, which was obviously there for people to pitch. But and we finally settled on a Big Agnes, but it wasn't an ultralight tent. So it was a lightweight bike packing 2-person tent.
It was still 2 pounds 6 ounces, I think, or something, or 2 pounds 10 ounces.
And it was cozy in that sucker.
It was so cozy, and it was so efficient.
Yeah.
Like what I loved about it is at a top, it had like a...
Just want to emphasize, I said bike packing.
It was a bike pack tent, yes. But what I loved about that is it was, it's going to sound, it was more squishable. Like, it wasn't as big in its packing ability. It was a smaller packing ability. Like, it all packed into this, like it was like a Nalgene. But yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
Words escape this one.
But it was super cozy and very efficient, and it had a good headroom is what I loved about it, which I've learned about my tents. I need headroom.
Yeah. And they had a helmet stow pocket. You remember that?
Yeah. Where we put a lot of shit.
It was really spacious.
We put so much stuff up there.
But I remember loving that tent a lot.
And I'm so sad, honestly, that we turned that tent back in. I'm so sad about that. I wish we'd kept that tent. I'm like kicking myself now over it.
We should really just go back and get it. But we have this awesome MSR tent that we love too.
Honestly, we should also talk to MSR about, we love our tent with MSR.
Being on here.
It's amazing.
Yeah. We got some like really fun interviews coming up too.
We do. Is there anything about Seattle other than, it was actually a great trip. Like we spent 2 nights there because did we spend 1 night there?
We spent 1 night there.
And then we got back on trail the next day?
Yes.
But we technically so we only took 1-0? So much happened.
I know. We got there early in the day though, but we took that 0.
Oh my gosh, so much happened though.
But I do remember getting up early. Okay. So let me set the stage. So we got this nice hotel. We went to REI. We got a new tent finally. Sweet Big Agnes. Super happy with it.
And didn't we also
go back to the hotel? I think we got
food.
Takeout food. It was steak and something else. And then I went to a grocery store that was kind of up the street, maybe a 1/4 mile walk, and got us a resupply.
What was I doing?
Because I think you stayed at the hotel for some reason and your knee was hurting.
Oh, I was resting my knee and I was icing it, I think. Yeah.
So I went and got our resupply and I came back and we're like, well, how the hell are we going to get back to the trail?
Because we couldn't take a bus.
Because this was like a 2-hour drive almost.
It's a random area to dump into.
And we were brainstorming, and of course there's the Facebook groups that you can send out messages to and see if someone bites. But come to find out, so this has been a really weird chain of events that has led up to this point. So think back to our Crater Lake episode. Crater Lake, we met Ron and Mary Lynn, sweet people that let us stay at their campsite area. They slept in their camper that night. Ron and Mary Lynn connected us to John and Joanne. John and Joanne are the people who not only shuttled us to allow us to start our road walk from the sisters area around Lion Head, but they also sent us water caches And Joanne even picked us up on one of the hottest days of that road walk just so we could get some air conditioning.
True trail angels.
So from this, Joanne had a relative who lived in Seattle.
Just happened to live in Seattle.
His name is David. And David, we got put in contact with him from Joanne. David was free the next day and willing to drive us the 2-hour-ish drive back to White Pass.
And also, didn't we stop in a Goodwill?
We went to a Goodwill so that I could get a puffy, and then we went to McDonald's.
Yes, with David.
Yes, with David.
Yeah, and he drove us back, you guys, 2 hours, and we offered to give him gas money.
Wouldn't take it.
He wouldn't take it. Well, come to find out, I'm pretty sure, isn't he like a millionaire?
I don't know.
Because as we left, he made a comment about how he had invested in Apple stock before when they were first getting started.
And he still has like a piece of property in like almost downtown Seattle that he's held out on.
Yeah.
So he could sell it for millions probably.
Like, I think he's already, like, he doesn't work, right? Wasn't he an artist?
I don't know.
I think
I still have his number. We should message him.
Totally message him. But I think he was an artist, and he definitely, by the end of us leaving, I remember turning to Wesley going, I'm pretty sure he's a millionaire.
Yeah.
But he's like, you would never know it because he had this old Subaru, I think, or old car.
It was an old SUV.
It was an SUV, super old. Like, it was like early 2000s or 90s. It was not brand new.
But he even said he's one of those people who continues to use something until it's unusable.
Totally. And so
I get it.
But like, he made a comment at some point in our conversation where he had his Apple stock, and I went, wait, when did you start investing? He was like, oh, you know, right when they started.
I was like, oh.
It's like, this guy's got something there.
So Sweet David decided to take us back to the trail from Seattle. Thank you so much, David.
And then he dropped us back off at White Pass.
Yeah, I think this is a good day for us to stop. We can get through this day and then we can call it if you want to.
Sure. We just want to prolong the end, don't we?
The end. So,
is this our subconscious way?
So David did decide to pick us up from our hotel. It took us to a Goodwill because I needed a puffy. And rather than getting a $200 to $300 puffy at REI, since we just dropped $500 on a new tent, I get a $6 puffy jacket from Goodwill.
Yeah.
With a giant hole in it. It was,
which you still have. Technically, you're donating it, but
it was marked as $12. And when I went to check out, they saw the giant tear, and they're like, "Oh, we'll give you a 50%." So it's $6. Yep. So I used that for the rest of Washington. McDonald's, and then just a really lengthy drive and lots of good conversation with David until we got to White Pass.
Super cool dude.
White Pass, whenever we get there, we have limited service. And I remember messaging Michelle
about how much we spent on our tent.
Yeah. Like, hey, if you think it's a good idea and worth it, maybe we do like a social media post and see if people are willing to contribute towards this tent via like Venmo or GoFundMe or something. And let's just see what happens. And so she did. And come to find out,
we had no service for days either.
We had no service for days.
We didn't know what had happened.
After she posted this. But when we came back, we had gotten over $1,000 for this tent.
Yeah. Over $1,000 people gave to us.
Thank you everyone who decided to give to us for that cause.
Oh my gosh.
Paid for the tent, paid for our resupply, paid for the next resupply in Washington.
And then on top of all of that, we get an email. So Michelle tells us that we get an email from Nemo.
Yeah.
Stating they want to give us a brand new tent.
And I deal with getting that new tent later in this week.
Yeah. Oh, but that was the other problem, is that we did try to get in touch with Nemo about the zippers, and they kept giving us the runaround. They kept saying, oh, here's some YouTube videos about how to like clean your zippers. And we were like, dude, it's already this far gone.
They even sent us like a zipper cleaning kit with like lube and stuff.
But we were like, it's so far gone. Like, we were wondering if we could get, because we had some friends who had a Nemo tent just like ours who said,
can we get a loaner?
And then, if you guys can fix it. And they said, like, they were just hee-hawing around it.
Yeah.
Until it was to the point where we're like, you know what? We're just going to buy a new tent. So when Michelle posted that on Instagram, we get an email back from Nemo from like one of their top marketing people.
Yes.
Who's like super apologetic about it.
Mm-hmm.
And is like, I'm so sorry. We want to give you a brand new tent. But the Osmo, these tents that we had, they made a little heavier that year. And we didn't want it. I was like, no, that's like 5 to 8 pounds or ounces more than what is ours. So no. And Wesley goes, what about the Hornet Elite, which is like a $750 tent?
It's a 2-person.
And it's a 2-person.
Which literally only fits 1 person and
it does.
a stick.
It's tiny. And he goes, what about this one? And they totally were like, yep, we'll send it to you.
But I also was like, can you throw in some of the Nemo air stakes, which are their tent stakes?
Wesley just threw
air
in.
pins.
Yeah. Anyway, but from this tent, we had so much favor come out of it, of people giving us money, Nemo giving us a new tent. And all of this happened after we realized it happened. Like, we didn't know this was going to happen, clearly.
Yeah. And so we are super grateful to everyone who donated for our big Agnes that we got. And thank you, Nemo. Shout out to Nemo for, making good on, I guess, the whole kerfuffle of problems that happened with this single tent.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. We're actually Nemo ambassadors on Avant Link. And they were super great about getting us this replacement tent. So thank y'all.
Yeah. But this day, I remember we got dropped off. We did 10 miles that day.
This is a fairly uneventful day. So John didn't get us there until like 1 o'clock. We only hiked like another 10 and a half miles this day. We camped near this thing called, what was it? Snow Lake, which is like in the Washington woods, like deep tucked in. There were a few other hikers nearby. And this was our first night pitching the Big Agnes in the wild.
Did we also... Was this close to a highway interstate?
No.
We didn't intersect with something and then go into Snow Lake?
No, we were pretty far out there.
We were? Okay,
yeah.
I don't remember then. I remember we got to a lake pretty close to there.
Yeah, a bunch of people had camped near the lake and we were camped off to the side.
Okay.
Like further in the woods.
Oh, okay. I don't remember.
Yeah, especially because we wanted to figure out pitching our tent correctly. Yeah. So
I cannot remember, but okay.
So that's where that day left us. And I just remember it took us probably a good 45 minutes to pitch the tent, figure it out. As is what happens whenever you have new equipment. It takes you there's a learning curve to figuring out new stuff.
Yeah. There is.
But it was super cozy. Both of our Thermarest mats fit in there like shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
It was at least efficient for cuddling because it forces you on top of each other.
I was very happy about that.
I'm sure you were.
I was.
And it was a super cozy tent. Vestibule had just enough space.
Yeah.
And like you said earlier, the headroom was sweet.
It was amazing.
So that was our day. We got to Seattle after the Goat Rocks area. We had said goodbye to Tumbleweed at White Pass until next time.
Yeah.
Got into Seattle, got our tent.
Blessing in disguise.
Back on trail.
Blessing in disguise that we went into Seattle.
Yeah. Honestly, Seattle was huge. That was a huge help for us.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. So this is only a 4-day episode right here. And that's okay.
Because we rambled a lot.
We rambled a lot and we need Tumbleweed to talk about this.
We need Tumbleweed.
Yeah. It feels like a disservice to our listeners.
We need Tumbleweed.
To talk about this without Tumbleweed.
Yeah.
I think this would be a cool opportunity to talk about blazing real quick. That's a really cool topic. Blazing. So instead of our environmental corner, which we're still going to forgo since I haven't looked up enough information about migration and the wall between the U.S. and Mexico, let's talk about trailblazing.
Let's talk about it.
So we have a few different types of trailblazing here. Yellow blazing
is when you road walk, but there is a trail.
Yeah.
You road walk because it's easier.
They call it yellow blazing because you're on the asphalt, but the little yellow stripes and the yellow lines on the side, they're yellow.
And you're choosing not to take the trail.
Yellow blazing.
You're yellow blazing.
Brown blazing.
You're going to pit privies to pit privies to pit privies because you don't want to poop in a hole.
Because your poop is brown. And if it's not brown, it means you're either sick or your diet's unhealthy. So that's called brown blazing. Is when you're hiking to pit toilets.
Pink blazing.
Pink blazing is, well, the color of intimate bits are pink. And, when you're out here for 6 months, sometimes you might find someone super attractive.
And you chase them.
And you quote unquote chase them. And that doesn't have to be in a creepy way, but you can try and pace your days and your mileage out based on the person that you're hoping that you'll connect with or get a little lucky with or something like that.
Would that then be considered blue blazing for a guy? I mean, if a guy is doing that to a girl.
I think it's pink blazing just because of flesh color.
Oh, I thought it was pink blazing because of girls.
No,
and then,
this is
really?
Yeah, this isn't sex discriminant.
Oh.
This is either way.
Wow. Okay. I would have considered it purple blazing then.
Purple?
Yeah, mix pink and blue and you get purple.
I think pink is more on the nose with skin tone.
I think it's female.
Because
guys chase girls on trail.
Stuff is still pink. even if you're a different color. If
I
you're not
don't
white.
think our skin is pink. I think our skin is tan.
I'm not talking about skin. I'm talking about other things.
You're talking about the clitoris? The vagina?
I love that you pronounce it that way. I'm talking about the sensitive bits. They're pink.
Everybody's is pink. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Not everybody's is. What if you're brown?
Pink. There's still pink bits.
Are they?
I ain't looking up photos to verify this, but y'all can. Okay, so that's pink blazing. Romantically following someone in a weird or not weird way on a trail. Let's see, what else? There's platinum blazing.
There is platinum blazing. And that means you're spending a shit ton of money on trail. Ching ching.
Typically for hotels and
Hotels
nice food. Yeah. Are there any other blazings? Blue blazing. Blue blazing. That's an important one. Blue blazing is when, Dan / Rogue / Dan Cakes did this a lot on the PCT. We still don't know what his trail name is. I think it's Cookie Monster now. Anyways, he would blue blaze. So that's when you're taking spur trails off of the main trail.
Oh, yeah.
Just because you hike fast and you want to go back some extra peaks or see what these extra spur trails take you on.
We want to
blue blaze.
Blue blaze. We should make up some blazing names. What are some good blazing names? You know what?
Green blazing.
If throwing up on the trail.
No, I was going to say green blazing is like
saving money.
Just hiking high all the time.
Blitzed.
Yeah. Blitz blazing.
Blitz blazing.
Yeah.
Hey, I have an idea.
What?
If you're still listening, actually, what you should email to us is come up with some blazing names and terms, and maybe we'll give you a little gift.
Will we?
I don't know.
What do we have to give?
I don't know. We'll find something.
We would love to know some other
We have some
blazings,
Farm to
though.
Summit.
We do.
We can ask for some rec packs.
We could do that too. Awesome companies, Farm to Summit. Rec
We
Pack.
should have one for dehydrated meal blazing.
Oh, I have a good one.
You have yeah.
Hiker box blazing. What can we call this one?
Ooh.
Cardboard blazing is what we could call
But
that.
it's got to be a color. It's not brown blazing.
No, I have a good one.
Okay.
Trash panda blazing.
No, but it's got to be a color.
It doesn't have to be a color.
I feel like it does.
No. What color would you pick for that? You don't even know.
I don't know.
I'm going to call it trash panda blazing.
That just
Because you're literally taking other people's trash when you can keep hiking.
one man's trash is another man's treasure on the trail.
It's true. I think that's a good one. We should coin that one.
Trash panda blazing.
Yeah. Or you could call it hiker box blazing, but that's like kind of boring.
Or box blazing.
Box blazing.
That's like for easy access. Box blazing.
Box blazing.
Box blazing.
You could call it that, actually.
I don't know of any others.
I think we're good on that for now. But those are some blazings for you.
What about friend blazing? Like if you're trying to follow your family.
Tramily blazing?
Yeah, we should have a color for that.
Ooh.
Yellow blazing. No,
it's been taken.
Orange blazing.
Orange blazing?
I don't know why.
Why orange?
I don't know. Because orange is a happy color.
What about red blazing?
Now I think of orange as a sad color.
Let's call it red blazing.
Okay.
Because red is the color of love, color of the heart.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah. I like
and
that.
you love your tramily?
Red blazing.
Red blazing is whenever you're trying to keep up with your tramily peoples.
The color of orange makes me sad now.
Because of the Cheeto?
Because all I think of is his face is orange. Orange has become a bad color.
It has.
I hate that.
But I still have orange juice.
I mean, I guess, should we wrap this up?
Yeah, let's wrap this one up.
Well, everybody. Then. Okay, everybody. Thanks so much for listening to our podcast. Yeti Walks into Basecamp.
We appreciate all your patronage.
Yeah, we appreciate your patience for this episode as we rambled on.
It's okay, though. I
think we had some funny moments.
We did. A little rambling never hurt anyone. If you want to see a lot of photos for these PCT and other hike weeks that we're talking about, go and check out our Patreon. It is free to become a Patreon member and be able to see those photos. If you decide to be super awesome and join as a paid subscriber, you'll get other content, including videos and a little bit of favoritism when it comes to maybe some giveaways. But, you don't have to. Completely up to you. But we appreciate anyone who's willing to take the time and go to our Patreon, paid or otherwise. Go and check out some of that additional content.
Yeah. And thank you so much for Charlotte for editing this episode.
Thank you. Lots of little edits in here.
And you guys, please like and subscribe. Please give us your thoughts, your feedback. And if you plan on doing any through hikes this year, I absolutely love when people email us to tell us what they're doing this year or next year, what they're planning. It's amazing. So please email us at yetiwalksintobasecamp@gmail.com, or you can DM us at Yeti Walks Into Basecamp on Instagram.
Yes, thanks to the Fire Once Lost for your awesome
amazing.
allowance of letting us use your Appalachian Trail track
We love it.
for our intro and our outro music. Go check out their, what am I trying to say? Go check out
Go check out
their albums on Spotify. You can find the links in our show notes below.
Yes. And as we like to say in the hiking community,
That is a lame build up.
listen, I'm just ready.
Happy. 1,
Now it's
2, 3.
Oh, wait, I have a better one. Okay. I decided to buy a very specific X-Bed pillow that I cannot find anywhere, and it's a large, and it's Wesley's, and I couldn't find it anywhere because they're out of stock everywhere. But I found one on eBay, and I told her that I was actually using this to hike a trail, and I really wanted it specifically, blah, 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 blah. But she actually sent me the package with a little note on it, and she said, "Happy trails."
Marie took my pillow and gave me this one because it's heavier.
Oh, whoa. You chose that life. I told him, don't worry about it. He gave me his pillow.
I didn't want to hear it.
He chose this life.
I did. Happy trails.
Happy trails, everybody.